வாங்க ஒரு சிம்பிளான விஷயத்தை பார்க்கலாம்.
All right, hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're tackling a really exciting topic, ending business guesswork for good. I mean, have you ever looked at a wildly successful company and just wondered, how on earth do they always seem to make the right moves? Well, spoiler alert, they aren't relying on a magic 8-ball, and they definitely aren't just guessing. They are using data analysis. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack exactly how that works by looking at the 3 core pillars of data analysis: the past, the future, and action.
Okay, let's dive into this. Think about it. You log into Netflix and boom, it recommends the exact thriller you were somehow in the mood for. Or you're browsing Amazon and it suggests a product you literally didn't even know you needed, but suddenly you absolutely have to buy it. How do they do that? It feels kind of like magic, right? But it's actually just math and logic. These tech giants are leveraging data analysis to predict your behavior. They're basically taking these giant, messy piles of information and spinning them into absolute gold.
Now, quick jargon alert. You'll often hear data scientists talk about extracting insights. Look, in plain English, that just means finding the hidden, useful truth inside a giant pile of boring numbers. Because let's be real, data is rarely useful completely on its own. It's just numbers sitting in a spreadsheet. But when you analyze it to extract an insight, you actually uncover the story behind those numbers. And that is exactly what allows you to make much, much better decisions.
So here's our quick roadmap for today. First, the end of guesswork. Then we'll break down the 3 distinct types of data analysis: descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. And finally, a quick conclusion. Don't worry, we're going to break these 3 types down so simply that a 13-year-old could understand them.
Section 1. The end of guesswork. It is time to stop guessing.
So data scientists generally approach problem solving with this overarching chronological progression. First, they look at the past to understand what already happened. Second, they look to the future to anticipate what will happen. And third, they use all of that to figure out the exact action to take right now. It's really a journey. Which brings us to Section 2, Descriptive Analysis. Essentially, what happened? So the crucial point is that descriptive analysis focuses entirely on looking backward in time. That's the most basic level of our data maturity journey. The primary goal here is to just study a data set to decipher the details of what already happened. You aren't trying to change the world just yet. You're simply trying to decode and describe the current reality based entirely on historical records. Time for another quick jargon alert. What's a data set? To see how this works, imagine you own a local shoe store. A simple list of everything your store sold last month. You know, every single sneaker, every boot. That list is your data set. And to decipher that data set, that just means you're decoding it to understand it. And this brilliantly illustrates our shoe store analogy. Just imagine you look at your sales data set from last month and you realize, wow, okay, we sold 500 pairs of red sneakers and only 10 pairs of blue boots. Congratulations, you are doing descriptive analysis. You aren't making grand predictions or changing your supplier orders yet. You're simply describing exactly what happened. 500 red sneakers, 10 blue boots. It's just a crystal clear, factual snapshot of the past. Now, why does this even matter? Well, because describing the past is the absolute required foundation before you can even think about fixing the future. You literally cannot solve a problem if you don't know what your current situation actually is, right? Descriptive analysis gives you that baseline truth. It tells you, hey, your red sneakers are a massive hit and your blue boots are just gathering dust in the back room.
Moving on to Section 3, predictive analysis. What will happen?
Okay. So the goal of predictive analysis is to take all that past data we just described and use it to figure out what's going to happen next. We do this by creating a model based on existing information to predict outcomes and customer behavior. It's all about anticipating the future before it actually arrives. Final jargon alert for you. To predict the future, we use a model, which is really just a set of mathematical rules or a computer program that learns from patterns. Going back to our shoe store, you feed the computer your existing sales information, it learns the pattern like, red sneakers sell out every summer, while blue boots only sell in the dead of winter. The computer then builds a predictive model based directly on those learned rules.
Now here's where it gets cool. That computer model can look at the upcoming summer months and predict an outcome. It might say, hey, based on past behavior, people will likely buy 600 pairs of red sneakers next month. This is incredibly powerful stuff. By predicting customer behavior, a business can actually prepare in advance. You now know for sure you need at least 600 pairs, which helps ensure you never run out of stock and miss out on those sales.
Let's move to and see how this builds on our timeline.
We started with step 1, descriptive analysis, which answered the question, what happened? Then we leveled up to step 2, predictive analysis, which answered, what will happen? Honestly, this is a really great place for a business to be, but it is not the final destination.
Enter section 4. This is the ultimate boss level of data science, prescriptive analysis. What to do.
Because, look, knowing the future is great, but knowing exactly what to do about it, that is even better. The goal of prescriptive analysis is to suggest exact actions for a given situation using the collected information. Think about the word itself for a second, prescriptive. When you're sick and you go to a doctor, they don't just predict you're going to have a cough tomorrow. No, they give you a literal prescription, exact, specific instructions on what medicine to take to get better. This type of analysis does the exact same thing, but for your business. So instead of just vaguely saying, you'll sell 600 red sneakers, prescriptive analysis looks at all the complex variables. It looks at the cost of the shoes, the shipping times from different vendors, and even how much physical warehouse space you have left. Then it gives you a definitive command. It might say, action, order 650 red sneakers from supplier A on Tuesday to make the highest possible profit. It literally tells the business owner the absolute best move to make. It takes the whole shebang, all the thinking and all the guessing, right out of the equation.
And here is the completed timeline in all its glory. Step 1, descriptive, tells us what happened. Step 2, predictive, tells us what will happen. And step 3, prescriptive, tells us exactly what to do about it. When you see them laid out sequentially like this, it is so easy to see how these pillars work together to just completely eliminate guesswork from a business strategy.
Section 5. Conclusion. Let's wrap this up. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it provides a clear, side-by-side summary of these 3 chronological concepts. Descriptive is all about the past, predictive is all about the future, and prescriptive is all about action. By using these distinct steps, businesses of literally any size, from your local neighborhood shoe store all the way to giants like Amazon and Netflix, can stop guessing and start making incredibly smart, data-backed decisions.
Well, if this explainer sparked your curiosity and you want to learn more about data science, or maybe you want to see a full list of modern software development courses, you can visit Agile Epic Tech Skills at agile.epictechskills.com/all-courses. And of course, don't forget to check out more great lessons on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/@imeetmentor.
Before we go, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought to ponder today. Out of everything we've covered, which of these 3 types of analysis do you think is actually the most powerful? Think about it and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss an explainer, and I will see you in the next lesson.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you for watching.